Hey guys, Aki here. Today I'm going to show you how to use intermittent fasting to maximize your weight loss goals. Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern used to schedule meals throughout the day. It involves cycling between periods of fasting and eating. This technique can provide significant health benefits, including weight loss, and it can save you time and money if it is implemented correctly. Intermittent fasting is not the same as starvation. Fasting is voluntarily avoiding food for spiritual or health reasons. Fasting has been practiced for thousands of years and is a way of life across many different religions and cultures around the world. When done correctly, fasting is not a health risk for most adults. Instead, intermittent fasting has been associated with a long list of benefits, including weight loss, burning belly fat, decreasing the risk of diabetes, preventing heart disease, and even preventing cancer. Starvation, on the other hand, is the involuntary and uncontrolled absence of food for a long time. This can lead to severe deficiencies and even death. As it goes with any lifestyle modification, please consult your health coach or a qualified health professional before you make any changes to your nutrition, especially if you are on medication or if you have a pre-existing medical condition. Our body is designed and has evolved to fast for hours and even days without detrimental health consequences. Fasting has been a practice throughout human evolution. Our ancestors, the hunter-gatherers, did not have refrigerators or food available all year round. Sometimes they couldn't find anything to eat for days at a time. As a result, humans evolved to be able to function without food for an extended period of time. It is only natural. Fasting from time to time is in fact more natural than always eating 3 to 4 meals per day. The point is, don't be scared to fast. Don't be scared to be hungry. Your body has mechanisms to cope with it. When we consume food, our body digests and absorbs the food to produce energy. That energy can either be used for immediate energy demands or sent to storage. Insulin is a hormone involved in the storage of energy derived from food. When we consume food, our body breaks down carbohydrates into individual glucose molecules, which is absorbed into the blood. This causes our blood glucose level to increase above normal. The body detects this increase and produces insulin from the pancreas into the blood. Insulin allows the cells of the body to uptake glucose and is used for immediate energy needs. Any excess glucose is converted to glycogen and sent to the liver and muscles for storage. However, there is very limited storage space for glycogen, and once the glycogen stores are full, the liver starts to turn the excess glucose into fat. Some of this newly created fat is stored in the liver, but most of it is transported to other fat deposits all over the body. Your body will decide where to store the fats, mostly based on evolution and genetics. For instance, for most of us, fat is stored in the abdomen area, thighs, and upper arms. This storage process goes in reverse when we fast or when we exercise. Blood glucose falls, so the body must now pull glucose out of the storage to burn for energy. Insulin level falls, signaling the body to start burning stored energy because there's no food to derive energy from. Glucagon is now released from the pancreas in response to a drop in glucose level. The role of glucagon is to prevent blood glucose level to drop below normal. This triggers the body to use its stored energy from the fat cells or from the glycogen stores to restore normal blood glucose level. Glycogen is the most easily accessible energy source and is broken down into glucose molecules to provide energy for normal functioning of the body. After depleting the glycogen stores, the body can now tap into the fat stored in the body to produce glucose. So the body only really exists into two different states, the fed state and the fasted state. So we are either storing energy or we are burning stored energy. If we start eating the minute we wake up and we continue eating until we go to sleep, we spend almost all of our time during the day in the fed state or storage mode. If we're eating every 2 to 3 hours, insulin stays elevated in our blood for about 3 to 4 hours, which means that our body is going to end up stuck in a perpetual fat storing environment because it is impossible to burn fat when insulin levels remain elevated. When we snack between meals, insulin is never allowed to fall and reset during the day. Over time, we will gain weight because we have not allowed our body any time to burn stored energy from the food that we eat. To lose weight, you just need to increase the amount of time your body spends burning stored energy. One way we can do this is by increasing the time between each meal throughout the day. It is the time between each meal when the good things happen. By spacing our meals far enough apart, we allow insulin to drop between our meals. This drop in insulin allows glycogen to be depleted from the liver and muscles, which then in turn allows better uptake of glucose at our next meal. If at the same time we control our meal portion sizes to avoid overeating, we further decrease the likelihood of fat storage. Another way is the 16-8 intermittent fasting technique, commonly known as the lean gains protocol. 16-8 intermittent fasting involves limiting consumption of food to a set window of 8 hours per day and fasting during the remaining 16 hours. The easiest way to do this is by fasting during your sleep and skipping breakfast for a total of 16 hours per day. During this fasted state, you are giving your body a chance to use its stored energy by burning off excess body fat. Ideally, doing this cycle every day will yield the best results, but it can be repeated as frequently as you like, from just once or twice per week to every day, depending on your personal preference or your work schedule. 16-8 intermittent fasting is easy to follow and can provide real results with minimal effort. It is generally considered less restrictive and is more flexible than many other diet plans out there. 16-8 intermittent fasting can easily fit into just about any lifestyle and is simple, safe, and sustainable. To get started, begin by picking an 8-hour window and limit your food intake to that time span only. Many people prefer to eat between noon and 8 p.m., as this means you'll only need to fast overnight while you're sleeping and skip breakfast, but you can still get a balanced lunch and dinner along with a few snacks throughout the day. Others prefer to eat between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., which allows plenty of time for a healthy breakfast around 9 a.m., a normal lunch around noon, and a light early dinner or snack around 4 to 5 p.m. before starting their fast. I highly recommend that you experiment and pick the time frame that best suits your schedule. Think of intermittent fasting as a lifestyle rather than a diet. To maximize the potential health benefits of this lifestyle, it's important to stick to nutritious, whole foods and beverages during your eating period. Eating the correct portion sizes, choices, and filling up on nutrient-rich foods will help you reap the rewards that this lifestyle has to offer and maximize your weight loss goals.